This is a very early morning when the kids are coming to school. You see them walking to school, and it has rained heavily. They are walking like 1 kilometer from the school, from their homes to school. And some of them do not have shoes, some of them do have plastic shoes. It's very, very difficult for them. Like today, it has heavily rained. Quite a number could not be able to come to school because they passes through some rivers. It is on this reason that we were planning if we can get funds so that they can board in the school and sleep in the school until the semester ends, is when they can go back to their guardians. You saw some volunteers sitting with them, the Japanese volunteers. This is the compound. See, some of them are being brought to school by their guardians, their caregivers, so that they can be able to reach school because it is too wet. Kayla. Like this one I'm going to meet left home very early, and he has now just arrived to school at around 8 a.m. because he was never accompanied by the relative. This is the gate of the school. The guardian is now going out after bringing her key to the school. That is the school gate. Look how wet it is. The ground is too muddy, and the kids are coming to school. Some are too young even to come to school by themselves, and they're now walking to school. Quite a good number did not report today because of the weather. Let me take you a little bit to the main road. And you see how difficult it is for the kids sometimes to jump over when it rains heavily. Our main target is to make sure these kids are in school throughout the semester for 3 months, where they can be able to get food in the school, breakfast, lunch and supper. This will now require an extra expenditure on beds, blankets, mattresses and the rest. Now this is the main road. Actually, you see, before you get to the main road, there's plenty of water around that if they are not brought by their guardians, caregivers, they cannot manage to jump over. So we have just put some stones to enable them pass through, but still this is not enough. I'm now walking back again to the school after showing you the pathetic situation of the road. It's a very heavy nightmare when these kids come to school, especially during the rainy season. Some of them do not even have shoes. Some of them do not even have jackets to cover themselves. So there is no proper concentration in the school. They break for lunch at 12 and then they walk a kilometer away to their respective places for lunch and then they come back. Unfortunately, some of them would come back without having something because their guardians could not be able to afford something for them. When they come back to school in the afternoon for afternoon session, they just sleep because they are feeling hungry. They don't concentrate in class. This is also hampering their performance at school. This is the school playground where they normally do their football. That is one end of the football pitch with a goal and the other one on the other side. Now this is the entire school compound. It is all made of iron sheets. During sunny seasons it becomes very hot, very hot. During cold seasons, during rainy seasons it becomes very cold. So it is also our intention to build permanent classrooms, spacious for the kids to favor both the weather conditions, either whether it is cold or hot. We have a few playground for the swings, slides, but would want as much as many if possible. This is the only semi-permanent classroom we have. Out of the 6 classrooms, only this one is a little bit semi-permanent, not fully permanent. This is one of the classrooms where the pupils are learning. The floor is not that very smooth and some moisture comes from the underground when the kids are in class. There are a lot of cracks on the floor, as you can see. And you can see some parts are wet. So we need to make a very good classroom for the kids. We have not reached the standards, required standards for the kids. So these are some of the factors, things that we'd want to work on together with our partners, friends, donors, to ensure we are in a safety ground favorable for the learning of the kids. You can see up there some Japanese volunteers. They are waking up this early morning, ready to have their breakfast. Before I reach there, you can see another classroom here with the boys are jovial. Some are not happy because they are feeling cold. The situation of the floor is very pathetic. Yeah, there you can be able to see the volunteers. We request for more volunteers to come over to help us in teaching, building expertise, and the rest.